Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here's Allen to throw it. And this one is incomplete. Well, these two teams met earlier in the year in Buffalo with the Bills winning that ball game. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
To the air, Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That pass knocked away by Eric Stokes. You talk about this Miami defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Jalen Phillips. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Allen going to run with it. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be
DJ Moore. his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this. Because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bills have recovered.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Tua going to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10. Go ahead.
Tua going to give this to Wright. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Launch a screen pass, that's complete. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it, as he gets right down on that one.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for sure.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Dolphins 7.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 52 yards.
He's already got one touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Allen now looks to throw. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Dolphins 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete. You look at this Buffalo defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Here's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's another Dolphins first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they go to work on a first and goal.
Hey, that's it.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen White from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And a Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Here's 3rd and 9. Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now Tua. And he whips that one incomplete there.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready. Ready, team, wait there. Hey.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The Dolphins had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
All right, go. Ready. Hey. Corner, long. Solo left Zion.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for the risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. And Cook has it left side. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
7-yard gain. And the Bills first down. A gain of 7. And the first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Again, they'll throw with Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Alert! We go.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd and 7.
We go.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
319.
Allen going to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
Hey! Ready? 22! Watching Oscar.
Tua, a final shot before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the gun, it's Tua. That's complete. Lambert Smith. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Go ahead. Out. Let's go.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. They'll work the middle here with Wright. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Back to throw. That is caught. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Tua going to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear a lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Right. Will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Dolphins 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Oh, and that is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Brown 80.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And take it right on the 30. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Get set. Hey, 21 TA. Hey.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Ready, shot.
Here's Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Water, long. All right, turbo 1, high. All right, go ahead, go. Ready, set.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Tua sets up to pass it. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Gregory Rousseau. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
Ready. One, 22, what's it?
They'll look to throw here. That went out wide and intercepted. And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead?
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A former Oklahoma State Cowboy is Chuba Hubbard. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Right back to Hubbard. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Chuba Hubbard with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pushing his way through. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Hey, 21G, 21G.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They're right here.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 21.
That's good for a double.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go ahead. Turbo 1, high. Wait, Chief, wait.
Now Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards, the final tally.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game. And trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's second and inches at the 13-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 55 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, you have to be careful about where you're... And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Keon Coleman, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Turbo 1, high.
Looking to pass. Tua. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 73 yards. And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. That is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air, Allen. And complete, right side to Cook. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
To throw, it's Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Hubbard diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, The second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they're going to try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Get set. Ready, team. Turbo one, high. Solo left side. 21G, 21G. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete. Lambert Smith. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wright's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So first and 10 now from the 30.
30-yard line.
Ready, team. Hey, 21 TX.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And right with it here over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. First and 10.
Tua going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To throw on second and 10. Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
Ready. Hey, hey. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Motion, 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 motion.
Turbo one, hard. Hard, hard, hard.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Coleman. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
A gain of 5.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
He's still on his feet. DJ Moore. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Buffalo, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.
Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m., we ended up at Live. 3 a.m., we like Pope, and 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home. Make our own, we don't follow the trends. 100 on our own expense. Only live once, so let's take. Don't miss. Pour them all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips, more time getting spent on